Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be decorating for Valentine's Day. I cannot wait. I am so excited to get into this video. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen. I love to do all things homemaking, and I would love it if you would subscribe. And if you're returning, it is so great to see you. And if my kids are watching, you have to wait till Valentine's Day to see what mommy did. Okay guys, let's jump into today's video. So as many of you know, the word for 2025 for me is learn, and I found Craftsy to be my go-to all year for learning. And on rainy days, winter days like this, what better way to spend your day than learning something you've always wanted to learn on Craftsy? If you aren't familiar with Craftsy, which I'm pretty sure most of you are, it is an online community and resource where millions of crafters, makers, and DIY enthusiasts find creative inspiration, advance their skills, learn new ones. And for me, I've been loving to learn about making floral arrangements. As many of you know, I have been making a new floral arrangement every single week since the new year started, and I have to thank Craftsy for that because I actually was never really good at this before trying it on here. They have over 2,000 exciting classes in 20 popular categories like crocheting, knitting, painting, photography, cake decorating, woodworking, home decorating. I've been taking a lot of their gardening classes. I like that they're broken down into easy to follow lessons, and they're led by friendly, extremely smart instructors who share their creative wisdom in step-by-step videos. I like that each one is broken down and taught more like a classroom where I can really advance my skills, especially when it comes to gardening. That's something very new for me, and I find that watching YouTube videos and other videos and tutorials sometimes get a little bit tough for me because oftentimes I miss those foundational lessons that really help when you are starting a new task. So what I like about Craftsy is I can take anything, crocheting, painting, and start with the basics and build my skill set up from there. Since learning how to garden is obviously on my #1 list of things to learn this year, I have been taking advantage of the hundreds of different gardening videos here on Craftsy. I love to learn just the basic soils, how to prep them, different seasonal, successional planting, and just getting prepared to become a great gardener and learning things I can share with not only you guys, but my kids and my grandkids someday is really something that I value and is very important to me. So as I have gone into my 3rd year of gardening here at our house, I have found Craftsy to be a great resource to teach me how to do things. Not to mention you guys are always giving me great advice down in the comments down below. But for me, I really like to learn things on my own and from the ground up. So Craftsy has been so great. If you'd like to join me and try Craftsy and learn all the things you have wanted to learn but have been putting off, the first 1,000 of my subscribers that click the link in the description box down below will get a premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.94, which is a huge discount compared to their regular price, which is $123. I want to thank Craftsy for sponsoring today's video, but also providing so many incredible resources to help me spend my time learning new things, to have more fun, and to lean into my word of the year, which is to learn. I was so proud of my floral arrangement and my thriving winter garden thanks to Craftsy. Now that we're done with this, it's time to get the house decorated for Valentine's Day. The first thing I want to do is actually clean off this table. You guys know I absolutely loved this tablescape. It was so beautiful, lots of lavender and butterflies. I decided I'm actually going to save all of this and bring it back out for probably around Easter time. I just think it's so pretty, and I love blues and greens and purples more so than reds and pinks. So I'm definitely going to be bringing those back. But since it's Valentine's Day, you know, we got to bring out those pinks and reds. So the first thing I'm going to do is break all this down, clean the table, and then I'm going to get all of my Valentine's Day stuff out. We're going to go through it together and then start to put together our plan for decorating. I love to use these gallon bag storage for storage with all of my decor. So when I go in there, I use it for things like napkins, napkin rings, anything that's seasonal. And then I like to organize it in plastic bins. That way it's easy to find, especially when they're more evergreen pieces that I can use throughout the whole year. I like to keep them in these just to keep them organized. I really want to get my decor organized this year because when we moved, half of it was super organized in the garage. Then my husband moved everything out into the work shed and everything kind of got disorganized out there. And then a bunch of it ended up back at our storage unit with the furniture from our Victorian house. So I need to take a moment and actually find everything, get it organized. That way I can use it more often because I hate when I'm trying to find something to use and I end up having to rebuy it because I can't find it. And that is strictly because I'm disorganized. So I grabbed my Valentine's Day bins, and of course they are extremely unorganized. So after Valentine's Day, we will be organizing all of this together. This year, I am going to be very intentional about putting things away, knowing what I have, and even taking photos of it. So when the next year comes around, I know what I have. I can kind of get a sense of if I need new things, if I need to get rid of things. I have a whole new system, which we will be doing in my next Valentine's Undecorate With Me video. So if you want to get super organized with me for your seasonal decor, definitely hit the subscribe button and stick around. I did find this new runner at Target and I thought it was so beautiful and kind of exactly what I was looking for. I have one other one I've used for probably 5 years straight. It was the little red velvet one with the balls, the little tassel balls, and I just wanted something new. I've had the same runner forever, so I grabbed that at Target, and now I'm just going to add some place settings. And then for the tabletop decor, since I've been learning so much about floral arrangements, I decided to actually do a bunch of little jars, and I'm going to be adding in 4 different florals. I found these beautiful plates at Home Goods. These were actually Christmas plates, to be honest, but I just thought they'd be really beautiful for like my daughter's birthdays, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, just sweet little seasons like that. They were just so cute. I'm loving the bow themes this year. So I decided to add this candelabra back, and then I am going to be adding I did exactly 8 jars, which was funny because I thought the florals that I bought 2 long stem roses, and the roses came in bundles of 8, which is so serendipitous because I just randomly put 8 jars out, and I thought these were 12 florals. You know, most things come in a dozen, but anyway, I thought that was kind of wonderful and very kismet today. So I'm going to add some water to these, and then I'm going to slowly take each floral and add them to each jar. So what I've learned is when doing multiple floral arrangements, it's best to start with one set of florals at a time and disperse them into each vessel at the same rate. That way everything stays symmetrical and you don't end up getting halfway down the line, maybe at like 6 or 7 of these jars, and I run out of florals. So I'm going to take the exact same kind of 3-part bunch and add it to each jar and just continue to do that with every single floral. Like I said, I bought 4 different ones. I went with a fuchsia, a light pink, a dark pink, and then kind of like a whitish with pink like roses. It was very, very cute. I got all of these from Trader Joe's. They were so inexpensive, and I just love how this turns out. I cannot wait to show you when I'm done. So now that I have the main floral arrangements done, I'm going to add back our candles, and then I'm just going to decorate a little bit around the house. I didn't really purchase anything new this year. If I did, I'll call it out in this video, but most of this you will have seen in past videos. I thought it would be really cute. I found in my bin from last year all of these really cute paper angels and hearts and stuff. So I thought for this area, I'd add back those little floral trees, and then I would use a little bit of tape and add some hearts to this area. And I actually thought it'd be really cute to add a heart to the bust we have. I think this area turns out very cute, very not as overdone as I typically do, just because I was very busy. I am going to be changing things up because I'm not. Well, we'll talk about that in another video, but I was very busy and wasn't able to get this done until Monday, and Valentine's Day is on Friday, guys. I need to get my butt in gear. So this area, I thought instead of having the purple, I'm going to transition this again into the pinks. So I brought out some long stem florals, and I'm just going to tape on some of these really cute little hearts to all the kids' pictures, and I really actually love how this area turns out. For the kitchen, I'm just going to be adding some very simple decor in here. I kind of have everything laid out that I could use, but doesn't mean that I'm going to use. I love this little, it's a felt Happy Valentine's Day sign. It fits perfectly over the hood, but I like to put it up pretty high. That way it doesn't get oil or grease or anything like that on it. And then I had 2 of these hearts, which I'm so glad I purchased too. I love when I do that. So I thought they'd look nice as bookends to the oven, and just keep this area really, really simple and not over cluttered, especially since it's so late. I wish I had done this on February 1st, but I didn't have my bins. I had to go find them. Another reason why we are going to get seriously organized this year. For the coffee station, I'm just going to add some cute little things. I got these from the dollar section at Target last year, maybe 2 years ago. And then I just added a little cup, kind of keep this area a little bit simple, but still filled with love. Here's something new I did get this year, some napkins I picked up at Home Goods. I thought they were just very sweet. I love the kind of organic nature of them. For the main living room, I wanted to just add something simple in here, so I'm going to do a little Be Mine banner. I bought this last year, the year before, but didn't end up using it, so that was a major find. And then I just grabbed some hearts that all kind of looked about the same size. And then while I was looking for my Valentine's Day stuff, I did find a box with a bunch of our family photos, which I haven't really put in this house. I definitely need to get some new frames because none of these match, but I don't care. I decided to add them up there anyway. This is probably why I love my Aura frame, because I can take all of these photos and put them in one place and look at them all the time. I was thinking of getting a couple more of those and kind of adding them throughout the house. I love Aura frames, are the best. So the last thing I'm going to do is add some beautiful florals here. I love these picks, are probably one of my favorites next to my hydrangeas. I just think they're so beautiful. We're going to add just a couple more touches, then I'm going to head over to the kind of like, this is like a little nook area that we have breakfast, sometimes dinner. I'm going to add a little decor over here, nothing over the top, but I did find these really cute cups that I thought would be fun, so it kind of inspired this entire tablescape. my Valentine's Day placemats, I only had 4 of each because typically I don't use these for like our dinner time. So I was like, oh man, I only have 4 of each. So I decided to take both and just interchange them. I think it looks beautiful. I actually kind of like it better than having them all uniform and the same. It reminds me I'm going to need to get 6 of things, not 4 of things. We were a house of 6. So these are the little cups I found at Target. I thought they were very sweet. They're little hearts. Put the kids' juice in those. And then I just added a really nice red cup for my husband and I. But I thought this turned out really beautiful. I also love the little hearts on this floral arrangement my dad gave us for Christmas. She's still going strong. So I just love that. So one of the most important things is our kids' little Valentine's Day baskets. I've done very large ones over the years, but my kids are getting older and I just figured we'd do something a little bit less intense for them. I did add in a couple things that my mom and dad used to give my sister and I when we were little to these baskets, like Neckos and candy necklaces. And I love those little rice paper candies. They're so good. And our kids love cake pops, so I decided to wrap a couple up and stuff them in there. I'm going to present these to the kids in the morning of Valentine's Day. It'll be at the table when they sit down for breakfast. I also always get them a little lovey. I love that when I go into their rooms, they have all of their little loveys from all the Valentine's Days in their room. I just love that. I love that they still love those types of things. But here's how everything turned out. For this room, I thought that it needed a little bit extra love, so I'm going to add these little hearts on here, and then I will show you how their baskets will look in the morning. I added a couple pink pillows here just as a little finishing touch. I probably didn't need to do that, but I did want to I have a Valentine's Day blanket, but couldn't find that either. So I'm going to light these candles so you can see how it all comes together. It feels so magical in here. I wish I could keep this tablescape forever. I'll take you guys on a little tour and show you how each room turned out. I have to say this tablescape is by far my favorite, but I also love the one in the other living room. I just think everything turned out really beautiful. Tell us what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you have a magical and beautiful Valentine's Day filled with love, and know that we love you here on this channel. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I have so much more coming up this year, so don't forget to subscribe and join the fun. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video real soon. Bye!
Mm-hmm.